Let's go through that
Masonic,
way. I'm guessing that's where the dragon is.
at Masonic, thank you very much for the follow. Night Jester
Check this,
31,
these crates up here.
thank you for the follow as well, guys. You
Yeah,
guys
kinda
scavenged all of
rummaged
them. Yeah, you guys found everything that you found.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Hmm.
You don't want to open this door to the south to see where it goes.
Part just goes into the previous room we were in.
Can I make a dungeoneering check?
Well, I'll go ahead and open the doors and look in there then.
Okay,
Can I make a,
you open the door right up. Nothing happens.
can I make a dungeoneering check to see, see if I can tell if, that's the room that the dragon was in on the other side of this door?
Sure you can. Right after I'm done with the southern door, as you open up this door, Cal, you start to hear all kinds of mechanical gears grinding and churning, and Eamon, you can see that there's several spears shooting out of the wall, and it seems like they just keep protruding out of the wall, retracting, protruding. You also notice out of the corner, past the corner, you notice that you hear an electric popping type of sound, and you also see the hole in the floor. And every time you hear this electrical popping, you can see that sparks are shooting up, and it's starting to light the chamber a little bit. However, you do notice that there is no lighting in this chamber. But there is, however, a little bit of light coming from the actual pit itself.
Is that sun's glow thing? Is that a cast he has, or is that one of the like a glow stick?
No, I think it's just wasn't it an item you just picked up and was tossing it around, or you just cast it on no, actually, sunglass, you just cast it on an object.
Okay. I wanna go pick that object up that's glowing.
Well, I think it's actually part of the floor tile. Actually, he cast it on the floor
That's what
tile
I was kind of
itself.
asking, is if I could just pick it up and toss it in that room or not.
No, you can. It's actually
Okay.
the light is attached to the floor.
Okay.
It looks like you have enough room to shimmy past the spear. You don't see any kind of spear shooting out of the wall in this area, per se.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna whisper. I'm gonna kind of motion to the guys over there that we found another room and it looks interesting.
Definitely looks interesting, especially for you, Ammonites. This is like right up your alley, man.
Okay. I want to.
You have sun rods and stuff. You can use sun rods if you want to use one, I think.
Yeah. But I also have You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna reach in. I'm gonna break one of my sun rods, and I'm gonna toss it right here.
All right. As you break it, you start to hear the techno music thumping in the background.
That's what I'm saying.
Nice. Hey Dave, how heavy would you say this barrel of wine is?
Let's see. Probably about.
They said 5 gallons.
I would say probably about 30, 40 pounds. In the 30, 50. I'm going to have to look that up. I really don't know. But for a dwarf, that's easy for you, man. It's just like a little 5-gallon pony keg, man.
I just want to document it on my page.
It's not like it's a 50-gallon drum or anything. So, all right. So I have your glow stick, and I will go ahead and put that down on the floor for you here. And you can also you can control it as well, so you can throw it as you wish.
Cool. Okay.
So you threw it right there.
Yeah.
Yep. You notice that the spears protrude out of the wall about 5 feet, and you can walk in if you want. You would feel pretty safe so far from what you see.
Well, first thing I do is I want to ask the paladin, did you hear anything clicking before you opened the door? Or did you just grab it and pull it again?
I just opened it.
Hey, you just
Slap
said to hell
the
with
back
it.
of his head. Okay. I'll move up just a little bit.
All right. It's sort of like clockwork. Every couple seconds, the spears just jut out of the wall.
Okay. I'm gonna move in to here.
Okay. You can see all the way down the hall, and you can see multiple pits, and you can see multiple spears jutting from the wall as well. Sort of like a gauntlet.
Sweet.
I'm going to ask Eamon, do you want me to go back in that room and trip that switch to see if that lever, see if maybe it shuts all these traps down?
I say yeah. I think that's a very good idea.
So I'm going to go back and trip that lever.
All right. So you make it back to the other room. You throw the lever. You throw the lever, correct? The lever.
I throw the lever, yes.
All right. So you throw the lever. You start to feel a light grumbling, and everything just kind of goes back to normal. That's what you see as well, Amonisis. You can peek around the corner, and you can see that this pit as well is gone. I'm talking about the pit in the room where you're at there, Cal.
Okay.
And that's what you see as well, Eamon.
Okay.
Master Crafts.
Now, Amon, you notice that there are some eye holes on that door. As the door is kind of, almost leaned up against you, you notice that there are several peepholes as well. So this
The
could...
door that I came through.
Correct. Mm-hmm. I just did a passive perception check, and you did notice that.
Do I suspect why they're there? Or are they just a curiosity?
Well, remember what the doppelganger told you. Do you guys remember? Well, Eamon, do you remember what the doppelganger told you?
I do not.
Thanks for
Something-
showing up.
It was
Something
something.
about there being a bunch of skill checks and stuff.
Well, yes, it was basically... He was speaking about this gauntlet. And if you guys would have came in through the southern door, there would have been a skill check involved because your presence would have been known. And you would have basically had to do a skill challenge to get through this successfully without triggering everything all at once. So, you would have had to do athletics checks, dungeoneering checks, insight, I would have made you do all kinds of cool stuff.
I think that we made the right choice going for now.
True. Yeah, I think so.
Like, because of our role.
Oh, they came out at different heights, Evan. That was the thing.
I let Eamon know that the other pit in the other room closed up when I flipped the lever.
I kind of motioned to him to peek in and just kind of point at the hallway again. Showing him that they're all closed over here too.
Plain Jane now.
All right.
So remember to take that glow stick off of your character sheet as well.
Yeah.
And also, guys, deduct 1 day's worth of rations for that long rest. Don't forget to do that as well. So take off 1 day's worth of rations as well. I shall appreciate it. Alright, so what are you guys going to do? You still have this door that looks like it travels to the east.
How long does that sun rod last? Let me see.
Can I make a dungeoneering check to see if I can tell if that's
1 hour.
about the same area where the dragon would be?
You could. Your check was what? The 12?
Yeah.
What is it?
Yes, it's
Even though you're a dwarf, you think the dragon could possibly be close. You're not too sure if there's something in between you or not. But you definitely notice that you're at the correct level again.
You mean like there was like an elevation somewhere in this castle?
Northerly elevation I'm talking about.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm gonna check and see what this little blue thing is sticking out of the wall over here by the fire pit.
I let everybody know that this might be
I think it's a parking ticket meter.
door.
I'm gonna check this door for traps.
You notice nothing.
Yeah, is it unlocked? You wanna notice if it's unlocked or not?
I want to step up real quick and do an arcane check for beyond the door to see if I feel any magic beyond the door.
Okay.
Dang.
And that is what you sense.
Okay. I tell the group there's definitely
User
magic beyond this
disconnected from your
door.
channel.
There's a lot of magic beyond this door.
So I look at him and slowly reach my hand out.
Back up.
Hey. Gotta notice everybody left me.
Hey man, you got the lockpicking skill. Go for it.
Alright, so you open up the door there, Eamon?
Not yet. There's magic on the other side, right?
I sense magic beyond the door, a lot of it.
The force is strong beyond this door, it is.
Okay. That newly acquired chain that I have, I'm going to put it on the door handle. And I'm going to step back here and I will pull the door open slowly.
Nice.
Okay. The chain heats up and melts to your hands. No, I'm just kidding. I'm fucking with you.
Jesus. Brutal.
Quick, I've got
somebody
somebody
pee
pee
on
on my hands.
Do you pull You pull both doors open? Do you rig it to where it's going to pull both doors or just one?
No, just the one that I'm closest to.
Okay. That is what you see.
Ah.
And you can
Okay,
hear
so hey guys.
a
Check it
dragon.
out.
You can hear the dragon breathing. And
It's
then
our
the dragon
albino friend.
speaks. "Oh, what took you so long?"
The dwarf had to drink. He kept touching everybody's butts.
I can hear you. I
So
screamed to the
several
Lord.
of my minions inform me that Malarath is no more. Is that
Oh, yeah.
true?
I teabagged him pretty good.
Dave, I'm gonna go ahead and open up this other door.
Oh my god.
Which door?
It's gonna get us killed.
Okay, sure.
Remember, guys, don't stand in one spot, just in case he cops attitude. Yep, we got rid of your old ball and chain. Oh, speaking of chain, I want to take my chain back.
Malarath was simple-minded, I guess you could say.
And kind of easy to kill.
You notice that the scales on this dragon are starting to stand up a little bit. Not that he's trying to show any kind of intimidation, but you can definitely tell that he is a little ruffled by your presence. You can sense that.
I say to him earlier, I heard you yelling loudly before. Something the matter?
Well, you know, these kobolds are... I mean, they worship me and all. I mean, I'm their god, but still, some of them are just blithering idiots. So I ate a few of them. They were quite delicious.
Dave, at this point, I'm going to go ahead and take the bag full of iridium out, sort of toss it to the dragon, and say, we found 245... How much gold did we find? 200...
Was it 240 or 250 gold worth of residuum?
250.
Or residuum. You call it residuum, call it residuum, whatever you want to call it.
Magic dust. Pixie dust. Whatever. So I toss it to him and says...
Ah, the dust from the elves!
I throw that down and says, that's worth about as much gold as we found. So that's your share.
I'm glad that you are honoring your deal. I'm not in the mood to kill today. I've already ate.
So about that leather armor you promised.
That is part of the deal, isn't it? He kind of seems surprised, like maybe you would have forgotten about that.
Come on, beast, out with it.
He does. He takes his claw and he takes this armor and he shoves it out. It's probably about right here. He kicks it out about 10 feet. He says, I honor my word. The armor is yours.
I reach down and just casually pick it up and tuck it under my arm.
Was there anything else of importance that Malareth had that I should know about?
Well, did you know about his conjuring of abominations?
I knew that he practiced the magic of necromancy, but I see it
Why
as
didn't you tell us then?
I told you that he used dark magic, and I told you that he conjured the undead. You idiot! What else would necromancy not be?
You did not.
I did. I said
You
that
just said
Malareth...
you just said he was a weak practitioner of dark magic.
Correct, dark magic. I said he summons the undead. I said he's got undead minions.
He did.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Is there
Thanks for playing.
any significance
I don't...
to him
time out.
having
I think, Ron's, this was before you joined. So...
No, it wasn't.
Was it?
I've been here the whole time.
Okay, alright. Oh, okay, so... So now we need to find someone else, because, you know... Anyways, I've already got someone in mind. They've already shown a lot of interest, and they didn't get into the last one, so they will get in this time. So,
Okay.
All right.
Is there any significance to him having a bugbear as a lieutenant?
Karath. That was his lieutenant. Yes. Yes?
You're right. That was his lieutenant.
Karash was... actually a pretty hefty adversary. He probably could have killed Malareth himself if he wanted to take everything. But he was very loyal to Malareth. And I guess that followed it. I was just fixing to say it. It was the short of his demise, being so loyal. Come out here, Paladin. Come out here, Warlock. Don't be scared. We have struck in a deal.
Also, we did find some scrolls that had been burned, and then one for a ritual to speak with the dead.
Did someone open up the chest without checking it first?
Yes, and I look at
I
the
don't know what
door.
you're
I'm
talking
just-
about.
He didn't say that. I'm just kidding around. I'm just
I kind of lift
joshing
my
you.
hand up a little bit, and then to kind of block what I'm doing, and I take my other hand, I kind of point towards him, like, you did it.
He just kind of chuckles a little. I got
And
what
we
I
did
want.
find the box that our employer sent us after. But
So
it
you did
seems
find
like
what
it
you were
may
looking
have
for.
some. It looks like it may have some dark magic on it. Is there any way that you might check it and tell us what kind of magic it has?
I can check it for you, but I don't want anything to do with it. That is not. I don't think my deity would appreciate that. And then he says, "Shh, don't say that too loud, because the kobolds think I'm the god." And he kind of laughs a little bit.
I kind of look around, curious. You still have kobolds around here? I thought we got rid of them all.
Oh, they wander in all the time. I had several out for patrol and to scout the area, and I have another dozen or so in the chamber now. They will not mess with you on your way out.
Ah,
Oh, good.
quick question. While I was comfortably napping earlier, I heard a disturbance out here.
Oh, I
Everything
already
okay?
asked that, MS.
Alright.
It was just him being pissed off at some kobolds.
Yeah, because they didn't find any. They found those spoils. So of course I'm going to give him shit.
So the paladin asked them to pull out the box and let the dragon look at it so he could tell him what kind of magic it is.
Yeah, this box actually has it's sort of like a green necrotic type of glow to it. And he just kind of closes his eyes for a split second, and he says, "Yep, it's magical." That's all he says.
Face palm.
I said that's it. You can't tell us more than that. We
He says
kind of
it-
judged that already.
It's not the bringer of a positive type of magic. I can assure you that. See this green glow? That means that is usually necromancy, necrotic. So yes,
Where's
it
that
is
word
of an
for
evil
sign?
magic.
So I grabbed the box back and just put it away in the satchel, or my bag.
I'm happy with the deal. I hope you are as well. You have given me what I wanted, which was the entire layer all to myself. And now I can fill it up with minions, so they can worship me.
Yeah, have fun with that.
So you will be staying here.
I
Sure,
will
as
be.
long as you don't attack any nearby towns.
Let's go a little bit farther out.
I may.
If you will.
I don't think I will mess with Fallcrest. Their defenses are pretty spectacular, actually, compared to a lot of the other villages around the Vale. Even though the Vale is not the most adorable place anymore.
So
I
it's
asked him, do you, by chance, every so often shed a scale or a feather?
scale. They don't have feathers, I think.
I didn't know.
I'm no cockatrice!
I just figured I'd ask. I mean, you know. I mean, you're all pretty and everything, and I think you're sexy looking. I figured, you know, a little memento from you.
Well, he kind of winks at you and says, "Hey, thanks, big boy."
I look at the rest of the group. What? You never know till you ask.
You guys
That was me
notice...
That was me turning around and shaking my head at him, by the way.
You hear the door behind you open up, and you also notice that there are kobolds starting to emerge from the rooms where you guys actually found the deity types of altars, and looks like his patrols are checking in with their deity, their self-proclaimed deity, that is.
The Dragonborn will bow and say, "Great Shradrox, we bid you farewell, and we thank you again for thy favor."
I hope if we meet again, I hope it is not on different terms.
I hope for that too, Great Dragon.
I will not attack Fallcrest, you have my word. However, there are other dragons around, and they may not be as nice as I am.
Other
What-
dragons.
What other dragons?
Well, there's
Well, you
lots of
should talk
dragons
to him
around.
about it at the next clan meeting.
Ah, dum dum dum. All of the kobolds
I think
line up
at
on
that
one
point-
side of the hall for you.
Yeah, look at us. Get out my way.
They're doing a conga line. Dun 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 dun. So you guys go ahead and take the residue off of your character sheet there, Kadojo.
Yep.
And then the dragon kind of slouches back onto his ever so growing gold pile, and he closes his eyes and starts to snore instantly.
Move forward and
Quick, Chloe, you can get a crit on him.
No, no,
I
no.
pull out a little part of my parchment and I tear off the edge and I write my cell phone number and I kind of slide it underneath one of the gold pieces.
Cell phones don't exist.
Uh,
All right, you're blocking the way so they can't get through.
And I think now we should go try to find our employer.
Hang on a second.
Traevus.
Isn't there some chainmail we're forgetting?
Yes, there is. There's a few things that we're forgetting to pick back up.
It's just normal plate or chainmail, though.
dun 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 dun.
So Dave, we left a few things lying around the dungeon. I guess we just go around and collect it.
Sure. What did you guys leave around the dungeon that you want to lug back to Fallcrest?
I know
With
there were
yourselves.
3 pieces of chainmail from the archers.
Okay.
Oh, I was so gonna go touch that globe too.
What globe? Which globe are you talking about?
The brazier that was in that first room.
The Brazzer?
I was gonna
Brazier.
touch my
Brazier.
Oh,
see
you.
what happened. Don't worry about
Nothing
it. I'll just
happens.
boot it off.
No, nothing happens. It was just a Brazzer to give the entry hall some light. So you guys had 3 suits of chainmail, and what else did you have?
I think that was it, other than some busted up swords and other weapons that we really didn't need to bring with us.
Alright, well, we'll say you have another 20 gold worth of salvage that you can lug back to Twisted Halls. We'll just say that there's 25, another 5 gold apiece. So, alright, so you guys take several hours.
Total or piece?
No, just about 5 apiece. Salvage really isn't. In fact, salvage really isn't worth anything in 4E, but I do because, I mean, if you're going to take the time to separate it and take it back, why not reward the party a little bit? So you do need 3.1 million gold to buy that Holy Avenger. So you're going to need all the gold you can get, or whatever +6 weapon that you want in the future. So you guys are able to make the probably about another hour trek back to the town of Fallcrest. I'm going to open up the Fallcrest map for you, actually. And this is Fallcrest. All of the establishments and everything. A little bit of history about Fallcrest as well. Everything from the population of about 1,300 to the government, where it is Lord Warden Farron McElhay. A little bit about the town militia, Fallcrest story, how it began for Fallcrest, and then all of the establishments, all 30 of them, I think. There's almost 30. There's 28. So there's
I actually read all that.
quite a lot of
Started.
information about